Catholic Church has a deep respect for the human person, and it has been a defender of the dignity of the human person from the very beginning of her existence 2,000 years ago. In the late days of the Roman Empire, the Church obtained more humane treatment for slaves and prisoners from the civil government. In society, the Church fostered respect for the dignity of women unknown in the ancient Greco-Roman world. In the most violent of times in the Middle Ages, the Church encouraged peace by preventing war during the holy seasons of Lent and Easter. In early modern times, thousands of Catholic men voluntarily exchanged places with slaves who had been captured by pirates in the Mediterranean. These rescuers freely took up a life of hardship so that their brothers and sisters were able to return to their families and to freedom. For much of the 20th century, Catholics have heroically resisted communist dictatorships and the violent abuse of human rights. This energy of the Church comes from her belief that all men and women are called to a fullness of life, which goes beyond the horizons of this earthly life. Each human person is called to share in the very life of God. The loftiness of this call reveals the greatness and the inestimable value of human life in all circumstances, conditions, and times of life. Our biological life, our life in time, the place where we begin to answer this call to share the life of God, is also important. Here in our day-to-day lives, we encounter unexpectedly and undeservedly the promise of divine life, which will reach its full realization in our eternity. At the same time, it's precisely this supernatural calling which highlights the relative character of each individual's earthly life. After all, life on earth is not an ultimate, but instead a penultimate reality. Even so, it remains a sacred reality for us to be preserved with a sense of responsibility and to be brought to perfection in love and in the gift of ourselves to God and to our brothers and sisters. This is not just true for Catholics. Even in the midst of difficulties and uncertainties, every person sincerely open to truth and goodness can, by the light of reason and the hidden action of grace, come to recognize the sacred value of human life from beginning to its very end. We heard this in Pope Francis's talks repeatedly at the beginning of his pontificate. Everyone can affirm the right of every human being to have this primary good respected to the highest degree. Upon the recognition of this right, every human community and the political community itself are founded. In a special way, however, believers in Christ must defend and promote this right, aware as they are that by becoming man, Jesus Christ has united himself in some way with every human being. That reality lets each one of us know that not only does God boundlessly love each person he creates, but also that every person has a boundless worth. The Catholic Church is called to proclaim to the people of all times this gospel, the source of invincible hope and true joy for every period of history. The gospel of God's love for man, the gospel of the dignity of the person, and the gospel of life are a single and indivisible gospel. The mission of Priests for Life Canada is to equip priests to be better able to share this message with each person they meet, and we aim to do this through our publications, clergy symposia, internships for seminarians, and our other resources such as our YouTube channel. In these ways, we want to carry out the Church's proud and effective tradition of promoting and defending the dignity of every human person. So please consider joining us and visit our website for more ways that we can help you in your pro-life mission.